Hi friends and new friends. You know, blockchains like to think of themselves as next generation tech, and in most cases they are. But in the world of gaming, blockchains need to keep up with the fast pace of games that gamers demand. Have blockchains been up to the challenge? I'm Christopher Carruthers, also known as Tao of Satoshi, and you're watching Cash Alternative TV. So what is Cash Alternative TV other than that catchy jingle? Well, it's a show about cryptocurrency with a focus on Dash, which aims to be a digital cash for the world, an alternative to cash. If that's something that you're interested in, you want to learn more about Dash, or just want to hang out with me some more, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss an episode. Now onto the topic of today's show. In this presentation, I'm going to cover what the experience with blockchain and gaming has been like up to this point, what blockchains perform the best with gaming, and what the future looks like. And we're going to do it right now. So this is interesting news because blockchains fancy themselves as future technology. You'd think they would be able to keep up with gaming, with gamers and the demands that they have in their systems. But we're going to go through this article and it looks like most blockchains are failing in that endeavor. But there's one or two that are doing really well, and there's one that has really a lot of potential in that system. So this, I've titled this video, "Are Blockchains Ready for Gamers?" Because the article I'm going to go through is if blockchain can't serve gamers, it's useless. I'm going to stick up for blockchain a little bit. It's not quite useless. There's lots of use cases for blockchains. But I guess that from the perspective of gamers, it would be useless if it can't serve the gaming populace. So we're going to go through this article right now. Gamers would be a perfect clientele for digital currency adoption because they are actually people that are very savvy, they're very tech friendly, and the learning curve that they've gone through to learn their games, they're not really afraid of that learning curve that they would take to learn blockchain and cryptocurrency. So this is a perfect clientele for blockchain to take advantage of, but it seems to be that they're not taking advantage of it fully yet. So estimates indicate by at the end of 2021, 2.7 billion people will be regular players of video games. Stated another way, in the near future, gamers will make up more than 1/3 of humanity. More than 1/3 of humanity. That's crazy. When it comes to ripeness for blockchain technology, gamers are almost comically well suited. They're already accustomed to in-game currencies for starters, having an implicit understanding that digital tokens and credits are useful for buying things online. Additionally, they spend large swaths of time creating real economic value during gameplay. That is value that other players are willing to pay real money for, like purchasable custom characters, weapons, and territories. So as we've seen with ReadyRaider as one of the gaming platforms that I've seen in the last little while, they have all these things and they also have contests where you can pay with cryptocurrency, but we're going to go through that later. So it's a good market for crypto to take advantage of and be a part of. And it's a big opportunity for blockchain. It has been. A lot of places have accepted cryptocurrencies. So it goes on to say, and gamers are also the most hurt in the event of corporate or technical disruptions of a given game, standing to lose potentially years' worth of in-game earnings that can't travel with them outside the game. Imagine moving to Paris but being unable to trade in any of your existing money for euros. These unique characteristics mean that 1/3 of the world's population is already primed for blockchain, a technology with which, at least allegedly, can track, verify, store, and make globally transferable any and all in-game assets, complete with instant settlement and for a fraction of a penny. Except this hasn't happened. So blockchain hasn't been able to take advantage of this opportunity, even though the conditions would seem to be ripe for it. And I'm curious to know as to why that is. So we have an embarrassing track record in cryptocurrency. The gaming industry hasn't ignored us, it hasn't ignored blockchain. In fact, some of their biggest players have already adopted the technology, going out on a limb before their peers, and they got burned. Like, they didn't have a very good experience with the top cryptocurrencies. First, there was Steam, an ultra-popular online distributor of over 34,000 games with 95 million active monthly users. In April 2016, Steam added blockchain payments via Bitcoin to its suite of accepted payment options, but then in December 2017, that option was abruptly removed. So they must not have had a good experience with the technology with Bitcoin. It takes too long, costs too much, and that's the experience that people have every day with Bitcoin, and Steam wasn't impressed. Then there was Amazon.com that owned Twitch, a live stream service where 15 million daily users broadcast themselves while gaming. Cash Alternative TV is also on Twitch if you're following me. It's Cash Alt TV on Twitch if you want to follow. Twitch was accepting blockchain payments via both Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash until early 2019, when they too abruptly dropped the payment option. It seems like they're just abruptly dropping it without any reason or explanation, but we all know what the reason is. It's too expensive and it takes too long. And let's not forget hardware. There'd be no video games without desktop computers, mobile devices, and gaming consoles. Mega manufacturers Dell Technologies and Microsoft both dabbled in blockchain payment acceptance, but are you seeing a pattern here? Dropped their support in 2017 and 2018 respectively. So it's not looking good when it comes to integrations into these companies for blockchain. So thanks for all the fish. And this is like a little graphic showing all the companies that have dropped support for Bitcoin payments over the years. So in 2017, we had Dell and Steam doing it, and Microsoft. 2018, we had Stripe dropping Bitcoin payments and Expedia. And then 2019, we had Twitch doing it. So just terrible. So what gives? We need to do a post-mortem on this separation and why they just dropped Bitcoin so abruptly or other currencies that they were using. If the successful enterprises mentioned here have anything in common, it's that they know how to scale. And it's the ability to scale, or lack thereof, that led them to pull the plug on blockchain payments. Steam explained their reasoning in a press release, stating fees are charged to the customer by the Bitcoin network have skyrocketed this year, topping out at close to $20 a transaction last week, when compared to roughly 20 cents when we first initially enabled Bitcoin. That's a 10,000% increase in fees for anyone wondering out there. For more insight, we can look to other companies not mentioned above, like travel giant Expedia Group and payment favorite Stripe, both of whom stopped accepting blockchain payments in recent years. Stripe COO Claire Hughes Johnson went so far as to say that blockchain-based payment services are slow, impractical, and overhyped. So what do you think about that? Do you think that Bitcoin is slow, impractical, or overhyped? Because that's her opinion. And that's sad, because blockchain should be keeping up with these companies, should offer a better experience. So we're not currently ready. That's the bottom line. Blockchain is not currently ready for these companies. And given the specific blockchain networks these companies were working with, these sentiments aren't surprising. They're downright sensible. Networks operating on first-wave blockchain technology, including Bitcoin Core, Cash, SV, Ethereum, and Litecoin, all utilize the same rudimentary governance model that so often leads to network slowdowns and wildly fluctuating fees that scared away these companies in the first place. Add to this the fact that none of these first-wave blockchains can securely settle a transaction any faster than about 6 minutes. Imagine waiting at a checkout counter for 6 minutes. And it becomes pretty clear that they're non-starters for payment in online gaming, or retail for that matter. You know, like how is that going to be good for a retail experience? But we can have another crack at it. All is not said and done. It looks pretty terrible. You know, blockchains have had their time. They've had their people that are trying to, promote it to companies, and the companies have tried it and they've rejected it. But you know what? It's not the end of the world. Technology can get better, and there's blockchains out there that are doing a better job. So we get another crack at it. Thankfully, there's more than just the first wave. Equipped with what is referred to as on-chain governance, alternative networks like BitShares, Dash, Tezos, Decred, and EOS are the second wave in blockchain. These kinds of networks have inbuilt decision-making mechanisms that can and do thwart many of the usability problems experienced by first-wave networks. But on-chain governance alone isn't enough. To offer a good blockchain product, one that enterprises might actually want to keep using in the long term, it also takes a right market segment and an optimized experience for the end user. If gamers are the right market segment, which they definitely are, as we saw earlier, and on-chain governance is nothing new, it isn't, then do any second-wave blockchain networks complete this trifecta by offering an optimized experience to that end user, the gamer or the company? Let's find out. So we enter Dash's Evan Duffield. This is a guy who made Dash. He was the founder of Dash, and he was the founder of privacy coins, such as Dash and Private Sen. But he's also done a lot more, and the Dash network has done a lot more since then, and we're going to find out what they've done. So gaming plus the optimized blockchain experience is a match made in heaven. In 2015, the founder of Dash, Evan Duffield, did something radical. He asked his mom to send him a payment. What are these addresses? How do they work? Is it dangerous? Duffield reported that his mother peppered him with questions like these for the next half hour. People inherently think there's something wrong with interacting with Bitcoin because it just isn't intuitive, he concluded. But far from giving up on the technology as a plaything for techno-geeks, Duffield decided that something could be done about it. Fast forward to today, nearly 5 years later, and the Dash network is soon to become the first blockchain payment system that checks the third box: optimization for the end user. This means cryptographic addresses, as is the one you see here, will be replaced with human-readable usernames, i.e. baby giraffe, which is perfectly suited for identity creation and even identity crossover within games. So those of you out there that are from other cryptocurrencies, you might say, well, there's nothing new there. There's other blockchains that offer that username base. So we'll see what's going on with that. Dash has other serious technology that comes with it. It has instant payments that it really checks all the boxes. Like, some currencies out there are good at some things, others are good at other things, but Dash is the complete product that's very good at almost everything. So it also means the availability of the world's first decentralized API, application programming interface, able to serve up network stored and verified data about players' in-game assets, earnings, and statistics in real time, all without the need for a central third-party server. And this is the thing I'm very excited about with Dash platform. This is decentralized API, which is going to make it easier to use, and it's also going to be a light years ahead in accessibility, because you're not going to have the same network, the same wallets on all your things. You can have one wallet and you have one username and password, and that can be good for anything on the Dash platform. And that's something that's good for ease of use, and it's also good for accessibility. Because Dash offers instant settlement of payments through instant send and chain locks, this means it can become attractive for gaming enterprises to token their players' in-game earnings via the Dash cryptocurrency. Such a move would further enable players to spend their in-game earnings at any of thousands of real-world merchants that already accept Dash, giving much greater use and value to playing the game itself. So basically, Dash can keep up with the needs of gamers more than any other cryptocurrency that they've seen. After all, if 1/3 of the world's population is willing to play games while their earnings aren't spendable on outside goods, imagine how many more would be willing to if they were. So you could use your earnings made from video games to buy things in real world, and this is something that where Dash and any blockchain that can take advantage of this niche is definitely going to be farther ahead. Because you guys ever seen the movie Ready Player One? Like, they had the Oasis, and you could buy things with in-game credits, and you could also use them in the real world. Something like that. Dash could be that currency as it were right now. So Dash and gaming, they're actually here right now. They're actually in practice, and I've seen them doing it. So first movers are proving the use case. Large enterprises are rarely the first to try anything new. It's often smaller entities that can afford to take risks who first establish the use case for everyone else to come. And using the Dash blockchain for gaming is no exception. Even prior to the release of usernames on the decentralized API, which are coming in Dash platform, smaller gaming companies are already integrating Dash for blockchain payments. Game Companion and eSports host ReadyRaider recently integrated Dash as its exclusive form of payment, and it's been going well. ReadyRaider is an eSports gaming tournament platform, and we required payment functionality for certain match types. The only viable cryptocurrency payment solution would be the one that has instant settlements, said ReadyRaider founder Jacob Balu. I really do love Bitcoin very much, but for this purpose it didn't make sense because of the higher fees and long wait times for transactions to complete. For pay-to-play gaming matches, when a player challenges another player, I need that transfer to be instant and secure with minimal fees. Players will not wait long periods of time for transactions to clear in order to play games with other players. It just didn't make sense for us to incorporate any other form of cryptocurrency payment, as Dash has everything we needed. So you got modern video games out there that probably, remember playing Pitfall and Asteroids and everything else back in the day, Pong. Just as they've come a long way, the gaming industry, or the blockchain industry, needs to come a long way too. The players aren't going to wait for 6 minutes for their blockchain confirmations. They're not going to pop in a cassette and start playing a game on a cassette like we did in the 80s. They're gonna want something that's gonna work, and it's gonna work right now. And Dash is keeping up with them, and the technology that Dash brings to the table is keeping up with the gaming industry. So if other blockchains don't do that either, we're gonna have that whole industry to ourselves, 1/3 of the planet. And in Europe, customers of Whow Games, a social platform with 9 million registered users, can pay their subscription fees with Dash. Add to this the service OneUpCoin, a tipping service for gamers who stream on Twitch and YouTube, that also supports Dash among its blockchain payment options. If all goes according to plan, the gaming companies above and those who follow their lead will keep utilizing Dash and other second wave blockchain networks, and we'll never have to see a headline about a gaming or any other enterprise dropping blockchain payments again. So if you're new to this channel and you're new to the Dash network, you didn't realize that Dash was doing all this cool stuff, you can find out more here. First of all, you can go to the places that are using it already. ReadyRaider eSports is, you can go to the ReadyRaider.com, and that's you can see how you can integrate Dash payments into your gaming platform if you're watching this. Whow Games can be found at whow.net, and the Dash official website where all this is taking place and where all this is being developed is accessible at dash.org. And if you're interested in me or Cash Alternative TV, you can find that information at dashnation.com/guide. So it's a good future for Dash and a good future for gaming. And if we can meld those two together, it's just going to be a match made in heaven. So thank you for watching my presentation. Bye for now. Well, that was my presentation on the world of gaming and blockchains. I hope you enjoyed it. I think the future will be a lot easier when it comes to blockchain and gaming, because Dash is Dash platform and other blockchains that are going to rise to the challenge. You've been watching Cash Alternative TV, the official video channel of Dash Nation. Dash Nation is a global community of financial freedom advocates who believe in Dash as a future digital cash for the world. It's unity through financial freedom. Find out how to join the Blue Hearts today at www.dashnation.com/guide. Looking forward to seeing you in Dash Nation. Well, that's it for me today. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and click the bell if you want to see more from me in Cash Alternative TV episodes. Until next time, remember, Dash is a better money for a better future, and that future is getting closer every day. Bye for now.
Alternative.